According to the American science fiction author Frank Herbert, good governance never depends upon laws, but upon the qualities of those who govern them. The machinery of government in these thoughts are always subordinate to the will of those who administer that machinery. Welcome to Know Your Representative, the program that bridges the visible gap between representatives and their constituents. I am Mariah Olasheinde, but first let's meet my guest, Honorable Dolapo Badru. Honorable Dolapo Badru. Honorable Badru attended Holy Trinity Primary School, Ebutero, Isaleko, Lagos Island, Igbobi College, Yaba for his secondary education. In 1991, he got his Master's in Business Administration from Kensington University, Glendale, California. In 1997, he bagged his PhD in Business Administration from same school. Honorable Dolapo Badru was a special advisor to the then governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, on international commerce from 2003 to 2007. Lagos State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development from 2007 to 2015 during the Babatunde Raji Fashola regime. Member House of Representatives 2015 till date.
The House notes that on Sunday, March the 5th, 2020, in Adosabo of Abuward of Lagos, was robbed by gas explosion, resulting in a catastrophe, the magnitude of which is a national disaster. The House further notes that the unprecedented destruction orchestrated by the gas plant explosion killed over 50 people, including the principal of Bethlehem College, Reverend Sister Henrietta Aloka. Also, a family going on their way to church, Mr. Obi Yo and his wife and two children, Tochukwu and Kachi. Alarmed that the explosion is so horrific that the epicenter of the blast created a gory cave and sent tremor and inferno into its immediate and far surroundings, which resulted in a lot of destruction of lives and properties. Worried that about 500 buildings within a 2-kilometer radius, which has more than 5,000 people, were destroyed in the gas plant blast, and thousands of people have been rendered homeless.
He is the Chairman House Committee on Industry and the caucus leader for Lagos State House of Representatives members. He is a member of the All Progressives Congress Party, representing Lagos Island1 Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. Honorable Dolapo Badru's favorite quote is, "There's only one life to live. Do what makes you happy, and don't ever sacrifice your happiness for other things." Dolbad. Welcome back. The constituents of Honorable Dolapo Badru has commended him for inspiring and redefining leadership in a climb where most have resigned to uncomfortable norm. The Dolapo Badru team says this is yet a tip of the iceberg. The reports. If the words of Frank Herbert are anything to go by, then we can say the will of the representative of Lagos Island 1 Federal Constituency, Honorable Dolapo Badru, reflects in a transformative way on the lives of his constituents. The residents themselves testify to the fact that Lagos Island 1 Federal Constituency has never had it so good until Dolbad came on board.
Yeah, it was freely in the community, without any hindrance, because it's a free-minded somebody. Free-minded somebody he mingles with people without any hassle at all, because it's an indigene of Lagos Island, so he doesn't fear to go to anywhere when you call him. And the roads he constructed were so bad that people have found it very difficult to maneuver. But since he has done it, people have been finding it very easy to live in the area. He has done so many streets, such as Dabara Street, Old Street, Elegbata, Okelogbowo, we were on Terrace Street, so many of them in this community. And we thank him so much for that. He has done a lot, and he even promised that he's going to do more.
In the past, seeing all the roads, unkept, it really worries we the residents. You understand now? But since his intervention, I think everything is okay, and it has helped a lot in improving the commercial activities in the community.
Well, he's one of the key political leaders we have in our local government, and his relationship with the politician and the entire people as well has been smooth running. So, and most times he's the kind of person that if you reach out to for any form of assistance, he's always ready to provide it for you. So, and he has been the man of the people.
Prior to this time, Lagos Island was known to experience pockets of youth restiveness. Again, Honorable Badru's good graces have been useful here.
You see, Lagos Island is a very different, community, in the sense that sometimes we normally have conflicts, among the youth. You understand? And on numerous occasions, he has intervened positively, and I really commend him for that also. We all understand the problem, in Lagos Island as regards youth restiveness, but with his intervention, the community, the residents, I think we can sleep with our two eyes closed, and we really appreciate that.
For a federal constituency inhabited by mostly daily earners, the COVID-19 induced lockdown would have been a challenging period, but for Badru's intervention.
I benefited. The last time in power, he gave me a cash to support my business. As an operating trader, a cash to support business. Not only me, but many people from this community benefited from the empowerment.
And part of the program of the Honorable is that there is every year free distribution of GCE forms and JAM forms to the vulnerable ones among the students in this community. And this has given the students a lot of interest in learning more in the higher institutions. So we always see them meeting with or going to the Honorable's office to seek, to ask when are they going to start this distribution or registering for those that are going to benefit from the distribution of the GCE forms and the JAMS forms. So these are what have been going on within the community.
Honorable Dolapo Badru is also known to walk the talk with his inclusive style of governance.
He normally comes home every now and then to relate with his constituents, and then once in a while he holds meeting with us as well, and then he's a very free-minded somebody. It's a very nice man. And as a matter of fact, this is the first time we see a representative that will represent us well, because there have been people before him. They have never even done half of what he has done.
He always come home to give us feedback from what he has gone to Abuja for. He also organized a town hall meeting in which he called the community, the political ESCO, the political leader, in which we sit down together, put our head together, talk about the way forward of our community. He does that regularly.
how do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
It's commitment to service.
How do the people ensure that constituency projects are executed?
Go and ask them. Go and ask them anywhere you are. Feel free in anywhere in my constituency, anywhere. What is the impact of Senator Naala as it relates to palliative or anything? And then when you get the answers, come and tell the public.
Let's talk about the palliatives you've given to these people.
I have visited Lafia every weekend to ensure the delivery of one relief material or palliatives or another.
But just like Oliver Twist, we always want more. What more can you do for your people?
Like I told you, I'm more than happy to do more, and I will continue to do more for my people.
Welcome to Know Your Representative. I am Mariah Olashende. Welcome back. My guest today is Rep. Enitan Dolapo Badru. Is representing Lagos Island 1 Federal Constituency. He is also the House Committee Chairman on Industry. Honorable Enitan Dolapo Badru, you're welcome to Know Your Representative.
Thank you.
Let's begin this way. What does it take to represent the people of Isaleko, Lagos Island 1 Federal Constituency? You know, Isaleko Gongongo is the heartbeat of Lagos. So what does it take to represent your people?
My constituency is not only Isaleko. We have Jankara, we have Ojolobun, we have Ologbo, we have Elegbata. There are so many areas, but everything is interwoven. Yes, everything is there. We have Itabadino. Yes, we have Aroloya. Yes, we have Anola. So many. Everything is interwoven. So it takes, first of all, the grace of God. Second, you cannot represent. You see, in Lagos Island, there is no way you can win an election if they don't know you. No way. No way. We have the leadership. We have leaders. We have the leadership. They will sit down. All of you that want to say contest or whatever, you have to go and visit the leaders and tell them that is not only the leader. You have to, first of all, your people have to even consider you first before you go. Because some people will just come. We have been living in America for the past 6 years, 7 years, 12 years. You just come because you carry money. You say, okay, I want to contest. You just be laughing at him. I say, bring it. But the people have to know you. You have to know the people. You before you contest at all. You know, it's not about money. How far have you gone knowing your people? You can just come 6 months before election and just think you bring money. They will collect it from you. I know my people. They know where they're going.
Rep. Badru, as someone who was born and bred in Lagos Island 1 Federal Constituency, when you think of your humble beginning, what moves you?
You see, Lagos Island 1 is someplace I grew up. I was born, bred, and buttered there. So there's no way I can detach myself from there. I have people that we went to primary school together. I have people who went to secondary school together that are still living, that are still there. So you are part and parcel of that constituency. Like they say in Yoruba, I was born and bred. In fact, My mom was the headmistress of the primary school in Isaliko for so many years. Even after we left, she was still. And they even transferred her. The head teacher, I mean, you know, there's a headmaster, but the headmistress was the head of the whole school. It's a big school, was the head of the whole school. Now they moved her from early to St. Patrick's, which is still within the same for many years too. So from there to St. Paul's Breadfruit, which is even the same within the same constituency. So there's no way that which way you look at it. My family house is in Okepopo there.
Now let's talk about projects. You know, you've executed so many projects. Tell us the difference between personal projects and constituency projects.
A constituency project is not something I can execute on my own. It has to be executed through a government-nominated contractor. But there is a disadvantage we have in Lagos Island. So many things that I would have loved to do that comes in the guise of physical infrastructure. I cannot, because we don't have the land. And that is a great disadvantage. That's a great disadvantage. And it still pains me to the marrow that so many things I have the opportunity to bring in the form of physical infrastructure. I can't because we don't have the land available. My constituency project mostly comes in the form of empowerment. But the monies that I give for empowerment, those are personal. Those are personal. The school program, the summer school, is personal. I have a lot of plans, but COVID has slowed me down. But we hope that this year is gone anyway. But I still have to do probably one type of empowerment or the other this year. What I haven't thought of it. The pandemic is going to determine a lot of what I am supposed to do, whether it's going to be empowerment, whether it's going to be cash empowerment for those who want to start some little business or the other, or probably I haven't decided.
For the widows?
Widows always have a slot in whatever I do, so I don't just decide to target them only. So definitely, before the year runs out, we'll do something.
With the rate of building collapse in Lagos Island, what are you doing as a lawmaker to stop it?
You see, urban and regional planning is entirely a state affair. We cannot, the federal cannot make laws for urban and regional planning in a state. Even if the federal government wants to construct, they have to abide by the state law. You get it? So, we have no control over what goes on with building regulations in each federating state. I pray and continue to pray that we don't have building collapses. The way we can is by looking at those agencies, like Standards Organization of Nigeria, which is under my own committee, to now say, okay, make sure that all those iron rods, fake iron rods don't hit the market. Fake cables don't hit the market. Fake cement or diluted cement does not get, because these are things that cause building collapse. In that, guys, we can intervene. But for about doing the right thing to erect a structure, we have no. So if the contractor wants to cut corners, it is not, there's nothing I can do about that, except those who are supervising the construction of that, which is the state agency.
Honorable, let me take you back to the bills and motion you have moved in the House of Representatives. Can you mention a few?
A bill to provide a continuity of government projects. Now, we now see a government saying, because that government that went is not from my party, all the projects they did, we want to abandon them. You now want to criminalize it, that now that project is government money. Whoever initiated it does not matter. You must complete that project. Must.
Because government is continuing.
And in some instances, you don't want to, because you don't want to give credit to who that credit is due. So that is what that bill is all about. I must tell you that in the last assembly, I was the one that brought the motion that got the airport route to be now dualized into about four lanes and beautified. That's this was the motion: is disgraceful and deplorable state of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road, Lagos. Rehabilitate and aesthetically beautify the corridors to stem negative implications for Nigerians and international visitors and investors plying the road. It came under matters of urgent public importance, dated 5th August 2015. And that was what prompted that road.
Finally, Honorable, this is a segment where you get to speak with your constituents in your local dialect. In few minutes, tell them what they should expect from you in the next 365 days.
Ní àsìkò COVID-19 yìí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ni ó ti dá dúró, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan náà ló tún jẹ́ kí ó fawọ́ ẹ̀sẹ̀ yìí. Ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn mi nǹkan pọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ ṣe, mo dẹ̀ ti ń gbáradì láti ṣe wọ́n. Ṣùgbọ́n COVID ló ṣì ń fa ọwọ́ aago sẹ́yìn. Kí ọdún yìí tó parí, nǹkan ribiribi ńlá kan wà tí mo fẹ́ ṣe fáwọn èèyàn mi. Mo dẹ̀ rí pé Ọlọ́run á fún mi ṣe. Àwọn ẹlòmíì tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ń retí, ìrètí yẹn ò ní pẹ́ púpọ̀ mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan tí àwa náà ń retí, COVID náà ó jẹ́ kí ó fa sẹ́yìn díẹ̀ kó má ti wà. Ṣùgbọ́n lágbára Ọlọ́run, kí ọdún yìí tó parí, nǹkan ribiribi tí a fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn wa, ojú wa náà la máa fi rí, ẹ̀mí wa náà la máa fi lò. Gbogbo ẹ̀, word by word, word by word, word by word, word by word. Àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ní àǹfààní láti jẹ́ alábàápín nínú àwọn nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí, wọ́n máa pọ̀. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún wa ṣe.
Adúpẹ́ sir. Thank you very much for coming on Know Your Representative.
Thank you.
Life will be more beautiful if we all have the heart of giving to the less privileged. And that's our package for this week. Join me again same time next week as I bring you another interesting edition of Know Your Representative. Follow our social media handles showing on your screen. You can also watch a repeat broadcast on our YouTube page, My Base TV. Thanks for watching. I am Mariah.
Olashende.